The dawn of the final day is officially here. This is the last time, absolute last time I'm ever opening the Limit Over collection in search of the full art Dark Magician Girl or Dark Magician. And yes, there's a possibility of also pulling the Grandmaster rare 1 out of 100 serialized cards. We're not gonna pull one of those, which is fine. But I at least, when I end the saga, want to end it with pulling the two main cards, the Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl. If you guys watched the beginning, when I uploaded my first video, I got one gifted to me, so technically there's a little bit of pressure to not have to, pull it. But at the same time, that's stolen valor. I didn't earn that. I need to earn it myself. So this is it, because I have no more boxes officially as of this recording, like pre-ordered. That's it. It's over. The next time we open for Dark Magical Curtain, hopefully with the possibility of also a Grandmaster serialized card, is going to be when this comes out in English. And the only time this is ever probably coming in English, my theory, it's got to be with Chaos Origin, which comes out in July, which is supposed to be like a big Yugi set, like a lot of big cards are in there. All right, we got Gallon Granite, Egyptian God Slime, and Stardust Dragon for our regular Secret Rare. To give you all the facts, in case this is the first time you're watching this, the way this breaks down, you get 1 full art or overframe per box. You also get 1 prismatic per box, which could be anything from like SP, Little Knight, Masquerina, things like that. Golem G, and we got Synchron, which we'll call Junk Synchron. Just basically nothing. But yeah, this is it. What's gonna happen? And by the way, this is the box that got lost. Remember I told you guys before I ordered 5 boxes, shout out to Cats Collectibles, and that box got lost. It arrived, but then it was never there. And then the next notification I got on the tracking was it was back in Florida. So when I got it replaced, oh wow, from Gaga Magician to Gaga Girl is kind of fire. When I got it replaced, I had messaged Cats Collectibles and they sent me basically 5 new boxes. So I was like, no. Let me pay for those. I bought both of these, but I also want the original because I was like, there's a reason why this was sent back. There was a reason why this got lost. There's a story behind this. And I opened the other 5 boxes that was replaced with this, and I didn't pull anything out of it. But this is the lost one. This is the one that's gotta have some fire in it. At least we'll know what was supposed to be in here. Oh, we got it's the Chronicle Magician, I think that's called, in prismatic overframe rarity. We don't want that though. We don't want that. So now we pulled the overframe. This means that the rest of this box is a dud because Grandmasters do not show up as an extra card. And wow, the only other card that we can pull in here that's fire would be the SP Little Knight or the Masquerina. And to be fair, technically I never pulled the Masquerina in the original release. The one I pulled was the Asian version, which was a bit more shiny. But this is the one that features, let me put this in separated. This is the one that features like the original release that was in Japan. Again, the reason why they broke it up, they had 100 Grandmasters in Japan, and then they had an extra 100, which is signified by 100A outside Japan, like wherever they had like the OCG boxes as well. But those will say out of 100A if you pull a Grandmaster. So yeah, even if you pull the Prismatics in that set, they're technically a bit shinier and different. It's the same card, it's like the Asian version. It's kind of confusing to be honest, but technically I never pulled Masquerina, speaking of which, we're not gonna pull one in this one either. I technically have not pulled Masquerina within the OG set. I pulled SP Little Knight, I believe, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to remember which one, because one was the Asian version, this card, and then one was in the original Japanese release, right? I might be remembering this wrong, but basically, I can still technically win by pulling that, just not in this box because our Starlight, our prismatic card was actually Anguish, the statue something pattern, I think. I don't remember. But yeah, let's get right to the next one because this is gonna be a dud. But the only reason why I'm opening this is because you never know. They might have like accidentally put a Grandmaster in there. I don't want to completely brush it off. The chance of that happening is like 0.0001%, but you never know. Imagine you just throw these packs to the side, never open it, and then bam! There actually is a Grandmaster hidden in there. There's not though. Reverse psychology? Question mark? Let's go to the end. Yeah, we got nothing. We got a collector rare, Egyptian God Slime, and the final pack of the first box is nothing. There's Gear Golem G, right? You know what it's called? Right, the next box. Again, it is only in the entire country of Japan. there's only 100 serialized cards every single copy. Now, granted, there's 18 cards, so that means technically within the country is 1,800 serialized cards hidden amongst these boxes. But I'm gonna be honest with you, as cool as it is to pull a Grandmaster, I don't think I would feel some type of way if I pull like one of the lesser important. Like I think it'll be hype. Don't get me wrong, it'll be definitely hype, but it's like, damn. How do I even sell this? The answer is I don't. But I think for what I would want from all the full arts, definitely Dark Magician Girl or Dark Magic Curtain and Dark Magician at the top of my list. And then the other, I would say Gaga Magician. Gaga Girl has actually really good art, as well as Gaga Magician. Stardust Dragon is another good one. What else did they have? Most of the cards within the Grandmaster pool were not really that cool. Yeah, like I wouldn't want Chronicle Sorcerer or whatever it's called, or even Astrograph Magician or Astrograph Sorcerer. I hate that card. There's also the Cyber Switch. That's a fire one. I wouldn't mind that, to be honest. Damn. Got the Bell Star. But you know, really the big one that you want is gonna be the Dark Magician Girl, because that card is still very expensive. In the original out of 100 set, I think they're talking about like $30,000 to $40,000, which is just insane. I don't think I pulled Stardust Dragon. I don't think I pulled the Stardust Dragon in Prismatic Overframe Rare. So that's you know what's funny about this? To the ones that watched the video, this looks sick actually. Unfortunately, when I did a box battle at Ruxin, he absolutely eviscerated me by pulling a Grandmaster Stardust Dragon. But I will say this, for the final box, pulling 2 Prismatic Overframes is definitely a W. Because I've been having the worst luck with my Overframes, especially in the Rival set. Every time I've seen it, it's always been like the worst Overframe possible. It's like, and on top of that, it would always be like Ultra Rare too, not even like the Prismatic one. But that's hype. That's hype. I'm almost positive I never pulled a Stardust Dragon. Let's just go right to the back. And yeah, so put this to the side. I am separating all like the big playable cards, but I do intend on sending them to my friend. Shout out to Casey. Like, yo, can you take these to like Akiba and sell them for me? So this right here is Cyber Switch, I think it's called. It's a generic 2-effect monster. You summon it by just having 2-effect monsters on the field, and then you can basically search any ritual monster, I believe. So basically, Mitsurugi combo. It'll be useful later for more ritual monsters, but for now, it being a turbo for Mitsurugi is not exactly my favorite thing in the world. I think Mitsurugi just does too much. You know what Mitsurugi needs? Just get rid of the trap card, the Omni Negate. If that's gone, I feel like the deck will still do, like the engine will still do a lot. Because I'm not really, you know, it's not the monster effects that kill me. It's always the extra Omni Negate. It's like, cool, well, I guess I'll do nothing. Let's go straight to the back. We got Pierce in the Darkness, and then we got a bunch of nothing there. All right, we still got a Prismatic, or Starlight Rare as we like to call it here. SP Little Knight will be fantastic, or Masquerina. Again, I don't remember which one I pulled already, but either or is fine. And those are all my only chases left. I already pulled the Diabell Star twice. I pulled all the Charmies. Yeah, I pulled all the Charmies, including Fuba, which is like a $200 card. Hey, you know what? I'll take the Diabell Star. This is a very fitting ending to the saga. This is definitely a very fitting ending. I don't mind that at all. All right, last 2. Let's just put that over to the side. We got nothing here. Rider Air Monsieur. And I always forget the junk card, whatever it's called. And there's one Dark Magic Curtain. And then there's the brand new, I didn't want it as well. There's the brand new Terraforming, which is a bit worse than Terraforming, but Terraforming is banned in OCG. So that's why that's technically a good card over there. I can't speak. All right, let's move to box number 3 of 5. And again, the main overframe Starlight I want to pull the Dark Magician, but mostly the Dark Magic Curtain, because I need to pull my own. I feel like everybody I know, including Alex, shout out to Alex Ketchum, everybody pulled my stuff for me. Mine was Stolen Valor. Mine was gifted. It doesn't hit the same. It's true, it just doesn't hit the same. Got Dark Ruler No More, which is actually a card that I don't mind Dark Ruler No More. A lot of people don't like Dark Ruler No More because it's not always effective. Ooh, okay. And 2, it leaving your opponent alive is not good. But also depending on which board you build, it can it doesn't really matter at that point. I mean, if I do a full White Forest combo, you're not breaking that. You are not breaking that. Fortunately. I mean, think about it. You exhaust all your stuff, and then you rely on recursion for the next turn. My voice is dry. You're not breaking that board. All right, it's the end of the day. We've been recording. By we, I mean the 3 idiots. We've been recording for hours now. It is almost 8 p.m. My voice is dying. This is how my voice sounds on Mondays. Every Monday night's always the same. And technically, I should just save these boxes for tomorrow, but you know, I'm excited. I want to see what's inside of here. Nothing. Oh, there's Masquerina again, but we already got our Starlight for the box, which is the Metamorphosis. Okay. So what was Destiny? Junk Anchor, I think that's what it's called. What was my Destiny? What got lost? Because in my mind, I'm like, imagine you lose the package that has a Grandmaster, how crazy that is. That'd be a nice way to wrap up the saga. Rivalry to Warlord. My voice is so dry right now. Yeah. I need to take a water break here in between this and the next box. All right, what we got? We got Platinum Gadget. We got Astrograph, one of the sorcerers. And speaking of, I feel like I just made that happen in my brain. Chronicle Sorcerer is what I meant to say. And then Astrograph shows up. There's a Synchro Emergency, which is an insane card. Activate that from hand and basically just do a full Synchro combo on turn 0, which is nuts. Your opponent doesn't have Ash Blossom, and it's your turn. It's actually my turn. Got Ghost Trick. And the last 2 packs, we got Sequence. Actually, 2 more actually below here. Again, the reason why I'm rushing this last 2 is because there's nothing here. Yeah, there's Astrograph Sorcerers, another SP Low Knight. I'm actually a big fan. I talk about this all the time. I'm a big fan of this alt art. Also really hyped to see that in Master Duel being revealed first for the anniversary. You know what's crazy? Is I've opened, what is this, 3 boxes, and it's only 1 singular Dark Magical Curtain in the normal rarity. That card is actually very good. You can technically splash that into a lot of decks because it essentially will turn your deck into Turbo Dragoon. You get Dragoon out first, and then you do a combo. Your opponent stops that, then they waste their hand traps, and then you go full combo. If your opponent doesn't stop that, now you have Dragoon on the field and full combo. Although I feel like technically, depending on if you can break the board with Dragoon, what you can do is let them do the Dragoon combo first, so they go minus another card when they negate something with it, and then go in full combo. You can still play around it. So I'm not the most anti-Dragoon person on it like everybody else. We got Lacrima. Again, Dark Magical Curtain. Can I get a prismatic Dark Magical Curtain? Come on, bro. So nerve-wracking. I know someone in the comments is going to say, we don't believe you. I already know. I didn't. I don't. I have nothing. I have no access to more boxes. I don't. I think Cat's Collectibles has more. Oh, I thought that was the prismatic. I know Cat's Collectibles TCG, who I got this from, probably has more. But outside of that, I don't want to. Like, the price of the boxes has gone up way too much to the point where it's not really worth it anymore. Unless you pull obviously a Grandmaster. But 2, I've already pulled all my chases. I pulled all my chases, including I gotten my chase card. Granted, it was a gift. Stolen Valor. I still stand by that, but at least I have it. You know, not having will be way worse. Tracked. Cyber's Wicked. And hey. There's the Dark Magician, the Feral Servant. You can hang out over here. Dark Magician, Feral Servant. It's not going to do too much to a Dark Magician deck. It'll make it more playable, more consistent. But I think the deck still suffers like options for going second, which you can alleviate with stuff like the Charmies and things like that. That's why I'm a big fan of the Charmies. The Charmies are definitely more fair. Way more fair compared to a card like Maxi. And it's like, do I want to waste my Ash Blossom on that? You know, there's a lot that goes into it. Ah, Magnifica. I don't think I pulled Magnifica yet as a prismatic. Once again, did not pull the Masquerena. At least I got the Masquerena in the Asian edition. Ooh, Shining Flare Wingman. You know what? Right, like Heroes has so much better options as the Grandmaster choices than like what Rivals does. I'm not a fan of the Rivals ones at all. Ah, like here you have Utopia, iconic monster. You have Flame Wingman, Shining Flare Wingman, Dark Magician Girl, Karibo. In Rivals, all you really have is just Blue Eyes and Cyber Dragon. They also have some bad ones here as well. Like I said, if I pull Astrograph Sorcerer as a Grandmaster, I'm going to jump in front of the first card that I see. Same thing with Synchro Emergency. God, my voice is so dead. Yo, we're down to the last couple packs. Come on, I just want to see what I want to see. Let me see Shine. Let me see Shine. I also like with Gaga Magician how he breaks out of the frame. Same thing with Gaga Girl. And both breaking out of the frame is just fire. Here we go. Speaking of which, like I said, this is gas. Like the way he just breaks out the frame. I did already pull that in Prismatic, so not the biggest chase anymore. I think the only thing I didn't pull in Prismatic so far is also the Karibo. Pulled Flame Wingman, I want to say. I did not pull Stardust Dragon until today. This was definitely a nice way to end it. Nothing out of that. And the final pack, which is not going to have anything, but you never know. Sim Paradigm Shift. Yeah, there's also this too. Cyber's Magician, I want to say is what it's called. All the Cyber's cards, they just blend together, to be honest. Right, last box ever for limit over collection on the channel, unless I just randomly get more that shows up in my P.O. box. Not, you know, upon my choice. Which is not me saying send me boxes, do not send me boxes, because if you send me a box and there's a Grandmaster inside, I'm gonna throw up, because it's like, that's also stolen valor. That should have been your box. Do not do that. Okay. We got Sequence. Come on, Dark Magical Curtain. Let's just end it. Let's just end it with Dark Magical Curtain. Come on. Ooh, that's not, I thought it was a Prismatic. There's a Perulia. Oh. I will say this is gonna be really fun to open in English. I just hope English doesn't get eviscerated by, you know, the fakes, the scalpers, which I feel like they're going to do. But I always said that when scalpers enter Yu-Gi-Oh, you guys are gonna get burned. Some might make money, but the majority will get burned. That's why I'm like not too worried about it. But at the same time, I also want a solid chance to open this in English when it comes out. Ooh, that's actually a pretty good one. Lunalight Saber Dancer, right? Lunalight's a deck that people just absolutely hate to play against. It's like, it's not that bad. It's very beatable. Talon Granite. It is crazy that they put up 2 towers that can just Raigeki your field, but like also if you play around it correctly, you can just wipe it. It's not that big of a deal. Pilgrim Reaper, Lacrima. We got IB Chalice. Ah, this is how we die? Damn. After all that, still don't pull the Dark Magical Curtain. That was very anticlimactic, unfortunately. But hey, we can still pull the... No, we did pull it already, right? Yeah, we did. Damn, so this is it. You know what? Everybody comment I was there. I want everybody to comment in this video I was there. I was here. We did it. Just to confuse the people who click this video and go, what happened? Then you're gonna get that one person that's gonna timestamp and be like, nothing happened. You're gonna do that as well, by all means go for it. But it's been fun. It's been very expensive. But at least we tried it. But whenever this comes out in English, which is not gonna be a limit over collection set like it is in Japan, it'll likely be included part of the different sets that are coming out here. And we might not even get the same Grandmasters. For all you know, In English, we'll only get like the Dark Magical Curtain and maybe Dark Magician as the Grandmasters. But actually, even this is not bad for an ending because I did pull the Stardust, which is nice. Also very fitting with the whole Ruxin thing. And then also we got the Diabell Star for the 3rd time. Here's the Darkness. So yeah. Everybody that hung out, that watched the journey, appreciate y'all. There's gonna be more openings in the future once I get my hands on more boxes. But for now, no Dark. Yo, what's crazy is I have not pulled the Dark Magician either in Prismatic. Last pack. And, ooh, second copy. 2 boxes. And a Meowls. It took 5 boxes to get 2 of these, which is crazy to me. And it's a very good card, but it's also not worth the opening if you get just this. That said, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for more openings in the near future, but for now, this wasn't that bad. I will take the Stars Dragon because this looks hype. Not the biggest Stars Dragon fan, but this looks cool. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the comment section below.